What if your garden held a secret after dark? A secret that you could build yourself? Wicked Halloween Garden Hot. DIY's fall plus yard decor ideas that spook.
Howdy, Halloween fanatics, and welcome back. Are you ready to completely bewitch your neighbors and make your home the star of the spooky season? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we are diving headfirst into a cauldron of creativity, showing you how to achieve a stunning high-end haunt using only budget-friendly finds from the Dollar Tree. This is your ultimate guide to a jaw-dropping outdoor living space transformation. Now hold your horses, or perhaps your headless horseman, for just 1 second. You are going to want to stick around for the entire video. After we've explored all these ghoulishly good ideas, I'll be sharing the grand finale, a complete breakdown of every material, tool, and the simple step-by-step methods to make these high-end garden DIYs for less an absolute breeze. So, are you ready to unleash your inner mad scientist? We have a mind-boggling array of over 40 distinct concepts, which means there are hundreds of ways to customize your own perfect phantom fantasy. Let's get this party started. Ghostly gathering. Spectral procession. First up, let's create something truly breathtaking, the spectral procession. Imagine this, a silent, ghostly parade marching across your lawn as the sun goes down. We'll use simple tomato cages and draped cheesecloth, but the secret weapon is a single solar light inside each one. This creates this incredible ethereal glow that looks like $1,000,000. It's a stunning example of a low-maintenance garden design for the season, telling a quiet story of spirits passing through. It's haunting, it's beautiful, and it will absolutely stop traffic. Weeping willow wisps. Now, if you have a tree in your yard, you have the perfect stage for our weeping willow wisps. This is pure magical elegance. We'll be tying long, flowing strips of translucent fabric to the branches and weaving in tiny battery-powered fairy lights. When even the slightest breeze blows, your tree will come alive with a gentle, shimmering dance. This is one of those eco-friendly garden projects that look so sophisticated, celebrating that beautiful, blurry line where nature meets the supernatural. Skeletal Symphony. The Boneyard Band. Who says the afterlife can't have a killer soundtrack? Let's assemble the Boneyard Band. This is where we get to have some fun. We'll pose a few of those classic Dollar Tree skeletons as a groovy jazz band. One can be drumming on some upside-down buckets, another tooting a horn made from a painted funnel. It's a little bit jazz, a little bit 6 feet under, and a whole lot of fun. This is a perfect example of a budget outdoor decor idea that is brimming with personality. Garden ghouls at rest. Alright, Even the undead need to unwind. Let's create some garden ghouls at rest. This idea is all about dark humor and a surprisingly minimalist garden aesthetic. Imagine a skeleton just chilling in a bird bath like it's his own personal hot tub, or another one taking a peaceful nap in a spooky, netted hammock. It's unexpected, it's funny, and it tells a story that even ghouls need a little self-care. It's a sophisticated and witty way to decorate. Enchanted Pumpkin Patch. Voracious vine pumpkins. Let's give the classic pumpkin a seriously wicked makeover with voracious vine pumpkins. We're talking about foam pumpkins with menacing faces, but the star of the show are the gnarled, twisted vines we'll craft to look like they are literally consuming the gourds. It's a little bit of gothic romance, a little bit of nature fighting back. This is a fantastic horror-inspired twist on organic vegetable gardening for beginners, showing the deliciously dark side of the harvest. Glowing gourd sentinels. Ready for a project that delivers a major high-end look? Let's build glowing gourd sentinels. We'll stack 3 foam pumpkins to create these tall, elegant towers, paint them a ghostly white or a deep black, and carve intricate patterns instead of faces. When you pop a solar light inside, they transform into these mystical, glowing beacons. It's a brilliant garden landscaping on a budget strategy that makes your yard look like a gateway to an enchanted, magical realm. WITCHCRAFT WOODS. The Coven's Cauldron Circle. It's time to channel some serious witchy energy with the Coven's Cauldron Circle. We'll place a big old cauldron right in the center of your yard and surround it with smaller ones. The trick here is to stuff them with batting and a green or purple light to create this incredible, smoky, bubbling potion effect. Scatter some DIY spellbooks around, and you've created a scene that speaks to ancient rituals and powerful magic. It's wonderfully dramatic and sets an amazing mood. Apothecary's Herb Garden. For a more subtle, clever touch of magic, let's create an apothecary's herb garden. This is perfect for DIY garden decor for small spaces. We'll use your existing flower beds and simply add some handmade spooky labels to your plants. Your lovely chrysanthemums? Nope, that's wolfsbane now. Add in some skulls and potion bottles, and you've created this wonderful little story celebrating the hidden magic of the natural world. It's a smart, detail-oriented design that people will love discovering. Creepy Crawler Corner. The Spider's Silk Sanctuary. Okay, a warning for the arachnophobes, but this one is a showstopper, the Spider's Silk Sanctuary. We're not talking about a few little webs here and there. We are going to transform an entire corner of your porch or a big bush into a massive, layered, super dense spider nest. The key is to use tons of that thick, stretchy webbing. Add one giant mama spider in the middle and her creepy little babies all around. It's a primal fear masterpiece that also looks strangely beautiful and intricate. Bat Colony Cave Entrance. Let's create the illusion that your house is secretly the entrance to the Bat Cave, a much spookier version, of course. For this Bat Colony Cave entrance, we'll use a black foam board to create the shadow of a cave opening against a wall or in some bushes. Then we attach dozens of plastic bats in a sweeping, flowing pattern as if they're all emerging at once. It's a fantastic dynamic display that brings a ton of life and movement to your haunt. Cemetery of Lost Souls. The Forgotten Crypt. Ready to graduate from simple headstones? Let's build the Forgotten Crypt. This is a next-level cemetery piece. Using gray-painted foam boards, we can construct a small, crumbling crypt entrance that looks ancient and mysterious. Drape it with creepy cloth and have a single skeleton hand reaching out from the darkness inside, lit by one flickering candle. It's a fantastic DIY raised garden bed tutorial style project that adds incredible depth and story to your graveyard scene. Whispering tombstones. This idea turns your props into poetry. Instead of just putting RIP on your foam tombstones, let's create whispering tombstones. We'll carve short, melancholic, and poetic epitaphs onto them, like dreamed of the stars, now among them. This transforms your cemetery from just a spooky place into an emotional, thought-provoking experience. It's a simple change that makes your decor feel so much more personal and high-end. Mad Scientist's Laboratory. Failed Experiments Garden. Time to get weird with it. Let's turn your garden into a mad scientist's lab of failed experiments. This is so easy and looks so cool. Just fill up some glass jars with water, green food coloring, and an assortment of plastic critters and body parts from the Dollar Tree. Line them up among your plants like they're scientific specimens gone wrong. It's a fun, quirky, and slightly unsettling theme that plays on that classic Frankenstein vibe. Jacob's Ladder Energy Field. Want a prop that looks like it's crackling with energy? Let's build a Jacob's Ladder energy field. This is a major wow factor with minimal effort. We'll take 2 stakes, wrap them in silver tape, and then string blue or purple fairy lights back and forth to create that classic mad science electrical arc. Place a skeleton in the middle, and it looks like you're about to reanimate the dead right on your front lawn. It's a brilliant use of garden lighting ideas for ambience. 8. Pirate's Cursed Treasure. Sunken Skeleton's Chest. Ahoy, mateys! Let's unearth some cursed treasure with a sunken skeleton's chest. This is a fantastic use of recycled materials garden crafts. We'll take a simple cardboard box, make it look like an ancient wooden chest, and fill it to the brim with gold-painted coins, beaded necklaces, and a glowing skull. Then, we drape a skeleton over the top, tangled in seaweed, forever guarding his greed. It's a whole cinematic story in one amazing prop. The ghostly galleon's remains. Let's make it look like a ghost ship crashed right in your yard with the ghostly galleon's remains. You don't need to build a whole ship. Just use a few weathered-looking planks to create the bow of a ship jutting out of the ground. Drape it with shredded, tea-stained cheesecloth for tattered sails, and hang a single solar lantern from the front. It's a hauntingly beautiful and epic-looking piece that speaks of lost voyages and phantom pirates. Zombie Apocalypse Outbreak. The Horde's Uprising. Sometimes, less is more terrifying. For the Horde's Uprising, all you need are a few of those zombie or skeleton hands from the Dollar Tree. We're going to place them strategically punching up through your lawn or flower beds, as if an entire army of the undead is about to crawl out. Add some disturbed dirt around each hand, and you've created maximum suspense with minimal materials. It's a classic for a reason, it's just so creepy. Quarantine Zone Breach. For a more modern storytelling approach to zombies, let's create a quarantine zone breach. We'll use some of that black and yellow caution tape to section off an area of your yard. Then, inside the zone, we place just one toppled-over zombie figure next to some handmade biohazard signs. This tells a much scarier story about a containment failure, the exact moment the apocalypse started. It's clever, it's chilling, and it's very effective. Carnival of Creeps. Sinister ringmasters welcome. Step right up, folks, to the Carnival of Creeps. We'll create an incredible entrance with a red and white striped arch made from pool noodles. And who's there to greet your guests? A skeleton ringmaster, of course, decked out in a tattered top hat and bow tie. This is a wonderfully theatrical display that's both playful and deeply unsettling. It's a budget outdoor decor idea that looks expensive and sets the stage for a seriously sinister show. Unhappy funhouse mirrors. Ready to get a little psychological with your scares? Let's make some unhappy funhouse mirrors. This is genius. We'll take a few of those cheap plastic mirrors from the Dollar Tree and subtly distort them with a hot glue gun or some black paint cracks. Prop them up in the garden, and they'll give everyone who looks into them a warped, unsettling reflection of themselves. It's a high-concept, artistic scare that is deeply creepy. Alien invasion site. The crashed UFO. The truth is out there, and it has crash-landed in your garden. Let's build a crashed UFO. This is so much easier than it looks. Just glue 2 big plastic bowls or pizza pans together, spray paint them silver, and embed them in your lawn at an angle. The secret is to tuck some green solar lights or glow sticks underneath to create that otherworldly radioactive glow. It's a fun sci-fi twist that will make your house the talk of the neighborhood. Extraterrestrial flora. Let's really commit to the alien theme and create some extraterrestrial flora. This is a chance to get super creative and transform your garden into a strange new world. We'll take some fake floral stems and spray paint them in bizarre, metallic, and iridescent colors. For a truly weird touch, glue a plastic eyeball into the center of each flower. This is a great example of using modern garden decor trends to create something wonderfully weird and totally unique. Gothic Fairy Grotto. The Thorn and Rose Archway. Who says spooky can't be beautiful? Let's create a Gothic Fairy Grotto, starting with the Thorn and Rose Archway. We'll build a simple arch and then wrap it in faux thorny vines and deep, blood red or black silk roses. It's dark, it's romantic, and it's absolutely stunning. It feels like the entrance to a secret, magical, and slightly dangerous world. The perfect blend of beauty and darkness that defines the Gothic aesthetic. Pixie Circle of Shrooms. Every enchanted grotto needs a pixie circle of shrooms. In folklore, these circles are portals to the fairy realm, but our version will have a darker twist. We'll create DIY mushrooms from bowls and logs and paint them in deep, moody colors like navy and burgundy with silver spots. It hints at the more mischievous and dangerous side of the fae. It's a wonderfully whimsical and slightly wicked addition to your magical garden scene. Haunted forest animals. The Council of Crows. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Let's pay homage to Poe with the Council of Crows. We'll gather a whole murder of those plastic crows from the Dollar Tree and arrange them on a bare branch or a fence, all staring in the same direction. It creates this incredible feeling of being watched by silent, intelligent creatures who know all your secrets. For extra creepy points, you can even give them glowing red LED eyes for the nighttime. Skeletal woodland creatures. Let's create a scene that's a little bit macabre and a little bit sad with skeletal woodland creatures. The Dollar Tree often has animal skeletons like cats, birds, and rats, and they are perfect for this. We'll create a little tableau, maybe a skeletal cat stalking a skeletal bird. It's a dark, twisted version of a nature documentary that reminds us that the circle of life and death applies to everyone, even the cute, furry critters of the forest. Day of the Dead Fiesta. Sugar Skull Pathway. Let's fill the yard with color and celebration with a sugar skull pathway. This is a vibrant and beautiful way to decorate that offers a fantastic garden landscaping on a budget opportunity. We'll take plain plastic skulls and have a blast painting them with the intricate, joyful, and colorful designs of traditional sugar skulls. Line your walkway with them, and you've transformed a symbol of death into a beautiful celebration of life and memory. Marigold Memory Altar. To accompany our sugar skulls, let's build a marigold memory altar. In a quiet corner of the yard, we'll set up a small table and drape it with a colorful cloth. Then we decorate it with tons of faux marigolds, the flower believed to guide the spirits home, along with some of our decorated skulls and flameless candles. It's a beautiful and respectful tribute that adds a layer of heart and meaning to your Halloween decor. Phantom of the Opera. The Lairs Candelabras. Let's bring some dramatic Gothic flair to the garden with the Phantom's Lair candelabras. We can craft these ornate-looking props from cardboard tubes and a simple base, then spray paint them a dark metallic bronze. Top each candle with a flickering battery-operated tea light, and you've captured that lonely theatrical grandeur of the Phantom's world. They are the perfect prop to add a touch of drama and dark romance. Masks of the Masquerade. This idea is simple, eerie, and incredibly effective. Let's create masks of the masquerade. We'll hang a dozen of those plain white plastic masks from tree branches or along a fence line with invisible fishing line so they look like they're floating. When the wind blows, they'll gently turn. It creates this ghostly feeling of being silently watched by the attendees of a phantom ball, playing on that theme of hidden identities and unseen spirits. Sleepy Hollow's Legend. The Headless Horseman's Ride. You can't talk Halloween without talking about the Headless Horseman. Let's create the legend right in your yard. We'll build a simple, dark figure and drape it in a black cape. But the key, the part that makes it truly iconic, is to place a glowing carved jack-o'-lantern in its hand, not on its shoulders. It's a terrifying and instantly recognizable silhouette that represents the ultimate relentless, supernatural pursuit. The Covered Bridges Warning. Let's tell the climax of the story with the Covered Bridges Warning. You don't need a whole bridge. Just create the illusion of the entrance with 2 simple pillars and a sign. The real storytelling element is placing a pile of smashed pumpkin pieces just on the other side. It's a chilling aftermath scene that lets your guests' imaginations fill in the terrifying blanks of what happened to poor Ichabod Crane. Mythical Monsters' Den. Medusa's Stone Garden. Want a truly terrifying, high-concept theme? Welcome to Medusa's Stone Garden. We're going to make it look like her victims are frozen in your yard. We'll take some old mannequins or just create draped figures and spray paint them with a stone texture paint, posed in expressions of horror. In the center, we'll have a planter pot overflowing with rubber snakes to represent her lair. It's an artistic and genuinely scary display for the brave at heart. The Minotaur's Labyrinth. Let's get philosophical with our scares with the Minotaur's Labyrinth. This is more symbolic than scary. We'll use rope lights or even just flour to outline a simple maze pattern on your lawn. In the very center, we'll place a pair of large, intimidating horns on a stake. The labyrinth represents the journey we all take to confront the monster within, making this a really smart, artistic, and thought-provoking installation. Victorian Gothic Manor. The Raven's Perch. Let's create a touch of literary horror with the Raven's Perch. This is all about minimalist, moody elegance. We'll take a single plastic raven and place it on a white foam head that looks like a classical bust, or even on a stack of old, weathered books near your front door. It's a simple, powerful image that instantly evokes the melancholy genius of Edgar Allan Poe and his tales of loss and madness. Ghost in the Gazing Bowl. This is a DIY that looks like an expensive, antique prop. Let's create a ghost in a gazing bowl. We'll take a cheap, clear plastic globe from the craft section and swirl some watered-down white paint on the inside to create this beautiful, ethereal, smoky effect. It looks like a spirit is trapped within. It's a stunning, subtle, and sophisticated piece of modern garden decor that will have everyone asking where you bought it. 19. Deserted Dust Bowl Farm. The Scarecrow's Revenge. We are not making a friendly, happy scarecrow. Oh no, we are making the Scarecrow's revenge. We'll use a simple wooden frame but give it a truly terrifying, stitched-together burlap face and long, gnarled, twig-like fingers. This isn't a scarecrow meant to protect crops. This is the vengeful spirit of a failed harvest, a guardian of a desolate land that has turned angry. It's a genuinely scary centerpiece. Tumbleweed Terrors. Let's capture the feeling of a haunted, abandoned landscape with tumbleweed terrors. You can make these by wrapping wire frames with brown raffia or Spanish moss. But here's the twist. Have a single skeletal hand or a creepy snake peeking out from inside one of them. The tumbleweed symbolizes desolation and loneliness, and this version suggests that forgotten spirits are wandering the barren wasteland of your front lawn. Inferno's Gate. The Devil's Doorstep. Let's give our guests a devilishly warm welcome with the Inferno's Gate. This is all about creating a fiery entrance. We'll line the path to your front door with red rope lights to make it look like a pathway of hot coals. Then, just lean a single plastic pitchfork by the door. It's a simple, playful, and sinister invitation that basically says, "Welcome to the underworld. Come on in for the party." Charred Souls Rising. For our final, and perhaps darkest idea, let's create Charred Souls Rising. This is a powerful, artistic, and somber display. We'll take some plastic skulls, paint them black, and then dry brush them with grays and reds to look like they've been burned. Then we half bury them in piles of fallen leaves, as if they are souls trying to claw their way out of the embers. It's a truly haunting image that is pure, spooky high art. Wow, what a whirlwind of wicked wonders. Can you believe all of that incredible high-end looking decor can come from a single trip to the Dollar Tree? We've covered everything from ghostly garden parties to full-blown alien invasions. Now that your head is swimming with ideas and your imagination is firing on all cylinders, let's get down to the nuts and bolts, or should I say, the skulls and bones? It's time to reveal exactly how you can make all this magic happen. Materials and products. Alright, for your garden landscaping on a budget shopping spree at Dollar Tree, you'll want to grab a ghastly handful of foam pumpkins, as many plastic skeletons and skulls as you can carry, and plenty of that spooky, gauzy cloth. Head to the floral aisle for foam blocks, wire, and some delightfully dark faux flowers. For building, keep an eye out for pool noodles and foam board. And for that finishing touch that looks so expensive, Get plastic chains, little glass bottles, and a murder of crows. The plastic kind, of course. Don't forget paints and a mountain of hot glue sticks. Equipment and tools. The best part about these high-end garden DIYs for less is you probably already have all the tools you need. Your trusty hot glue gun is going to be your absolute best friend on this journey. You'll also need a good pair of scissors for fabrics, a sharp utility knife for carving that foam, and a variety of paintbrushes for everything from broad strokes to tiny, terrifying details. A pair of wire cutters will also be a huge help. Basically, if you've ever done a craft project before, you are totally set. Preparation steps. Here is your 5-star game plan for a flawless execution. First, play creative director. Walk your yard and sketch out where each spooky scene will live to create a cohesive design. Next, it's construction time, building the basic skeletons of your props from stakes, foam board, or pool noodles. After that comes the most transformative step, painting and weatherproofing everything with a clear sealant to protect it from the elements. Then the real fun begins as you add all the delicious details, the moss, the spiders, the creepy cloth that brings it all to life. And for the grand finale, you'll integrate your solar and battery-powered lights and strategically place your masterpieces for maximum dramatic impact as night falls. If this video sparked your spooky spirit and you found these ideas inspiring, please do us a huge favor and conjure up a click on that like button. It really helps the channel more than you know. We would absolutely love to hear which theme was your favorite, so drop down to the comments section and let us know your plans. You guys are the creative heart of this channel, and your ideas are amazing. And finally, if you want to join us for more budget-friendly holiday magic, hit that subscribe button and become part of our wonderful creative community. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Now go on and get crafting. Happy haunting!
Cazadoro.